split reps in practice, didn't throw a single long pass, but declared, I'm ready to let it rip.
Going to be taken by Jordan Whittington.
He'll need to get the ball out quickly today. This defense is all over you, their defensive, how he performs in this huge moment.
Trying to get the run game with Kyron Williams first, and it's hard to do everything against him.
Everything straight. Everybody touches the ball. Matthew reads the coverage as well as anybody. That's where the...
Third and short. Four-man rush. Stafford fires Nakua high, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, a combination of a little bit of rush, and he actually makes a
touchdown last week against San Francisco. This time calls a fair catch and does so.
Oblique injury today. I think when I see him play well, he does a great job out of the pocket, staying on the...
And he's going to give to Kenneth.
Primary read basically on 90% of the pass plays.
Darnold over the middle, and it's in.
It's going to be a story of today.
3rd and 5. Darnold back there, forward deep, has a man shift.
He's open by 4 yards, and Darnold isn't going to miss that one early. Easy to complete and decisive read for Darnold.
They get a quick pass outside and a good move out there by Smith.
Decisive throw ends up being a perfect throw. That's an A throw right to his kind of over-the-top play to start.
Here is Kenneth Walker. Good cut inside. Walker tries to bounce outside.
Believe me, the quarterback knows he's going to come back to that as well.
Walker inside, not much there. And still fights
the tight end back, dealing with Poona Ford right there, but the legs are driving.
Seahawks go 3 tight ends here. Walker
in the hole, and Walker just stutters his feet and then uses his speed to the perimeter. Part about this young back, he challenges the width of the field. If you don't have the speed, he's going to outflank you. And
set up Kenneth Walker, who had 3 touchdowns last week, and he's got one already, and it's 7-0 Seahawks. On the return, it is Whittington.
To make must-pass situations is so difficult. You got to stay ahead of the sticks.
Trying to get the run game.
The linebackers play the run well. The secondary can just eliminate people in not the normal length of the field.
Play action, pressure. Stafford going to take shot deep. Nakua's open.
Little off the spot with Lawrence in the backfield, and then gives Nakua time to get down the field. He's just been tremendous this year, and that's the play they needed to calm some of this momentum.
Now he's going end
to be 225 to Nakua. He's going to have to throw it to other guys. Going to have to deal with the run.
Here on a 2nd and 10. 4-man rush. Stafford going deep again. This time Devon.
3rd and long, very long, dealing with 68,000 of the loudest fans in the NFL.
Stafford, time, sidearm throw is 44. And Mevis drills it in. It gets 7-3 Seattle in the first. They're off to a good start. 7-3. They'll get it back. Shaheed will take a knee. Here's Walker again. Got the early touchdown. Tries to get around the edge.
Yards like that. Okay, now the defense has to pursue from behind. That's when the play action passes come. So much is set.
Darnold on the fake. Rolling left, throws underneath. It's A.J. Barrett. And Shaheed in motion to Walker again. Big hole. Kenneth Walker puts your shoulder down.
The wire 65, 75, 70 plays today.
Call it a 2nd and 2. Give it to him again. Makes a man miss. What a move.
Can really ask for, but at some point you got to get him on the ground right there. That's another.
On the play fake. Darnold looks to set up a screen to Walker. A lot of room to run. First
Bradford out in front. Easy throw for Darnold. Just get the ball to Walker in space and let him do the rest. Defense to beat.
Walker again. Workhorse early on. That time not much. First time the Rams bottle him up a little bit.
The guys go for it. There's a little alert. That little sign that Stafford made toward his helmet. And
they get
call a play in the huddle, and that's what they run. That's why the Rams have been so successful with Matthew.
Quick throw. It's Devontae Adams.
Great throw. One-on-one with Witherspoon, and that is a lot of hand fighting. Adams is as good as any.
Here's Kyron Williams. Tries to get to the outside. He's tripped up.
Here in Seattle, you got to get as low as you can go. His center, Coleman Shelton, said, I can hear the play call, the lower you.
Yeah, welcome to getting old. Here's Stafford back to throw. Pocket breaks down, throws high, and it's incomplete.
The rookie comes in, he's such a big body, and with that length, see his right arm get in there. Creates a
3rd and 10. Stafford in trouble. Big trouble. Dropped and sacked. Ball is face mask, and I guess that looked like a fumble, but the Rams got it back, right?
Correct. It was a fumble recovered by the Rams.
They missed one there. Here's Mevis from 50 yards out. That kick is drilled right up and through. And so two field.
The Ravens that ultimately led to the University of Michigan back and now thriving in the NFC Championship.
Here's Darnold.
Yeah, it's a good route by JSN again on Darius Williams. It's kind of a deep little twisting to right, a yard to the left. That helps the offensive line so much.
Ball's on the ground, but Darnold recovers. 2nd and long. 4-man rush.
Impact in every game with just rushing the 4 of them.
3rd and forever. They're just going to hand it off here. Lonnie tries to bear.
Oh boy.
There's a boomer. Xavier Smith way back at the 10, and he lost the ball, and he gets back on it. Boy. Backed up on their own 13. It's Blake Corum.
They are an immovable object.
Here's Corum, jump cut, Corum. That is going to be enough for a first.
Line so much over the course of this game and in this environment.
Corum getting a little bit of momentum now. Another strong.
To be this #1 seed here. So many games come down to a 2-point conversion. Pretty remarkable.
Here's Park.
Tight ends on the field, and Matt just able to deal with the open guy.
Stafford rips one. 2 to Tua in traffic, and he hauls it in. Here's Corum. And not much there on that right side. And Corum has stayed in the backfield. Draw to him with some.
You just rarely get that type of space with this defense. Starts inside. And then with his
Gets a break. Kyron Williams back in, and now he'll get it. Looking for something up the middle. He's going to pick up.
But their ability to run the ball has been exceptional on this drive. There's Puka in the backfield.
Stafford looking at him, connects with McCool, who was running. Williams, right side, first down and then. So
in the first 2 games this season, more communication by Stafford trying to get his team in the best play.
And we get a whistle. The Rams going to call touchdown the last 3 games.
Yeah, first in scoring. They're 5th in red zone defense. So even though they
go 3 tight ends. Here is Corum again, looking for a seam, and not much.
Yeah.
And they're not going to run anything. Going to take it down to the 2-minute warning.
Over there in his way.
Stafford.
Wow. Communication, and I would say you think some coverage on running backs, and they were definitely miscommunicating there. Ends up getting him out of the backfield. Find an easy one. That's a layup, and that's what good coordinators do. They get their quarterbacks layups.
It's a heck of a
Talking about. I ain't trying to jiggy with it right there.
Gronk tried to spike the time here tonight. He's got a run to Walker. And it's not much there. Strung out.
Jigba back here. That's the primary target on this throw.
Looking that way. Not there. Darnold over the middle.
And then it really takes Darnold to the other side of the field. Durant kind of locking up Cooper Kupp.
Rams show blitz. They come with it. Darnold has to get rid of it. Get too quickly and it's incomplete. Holani.
He played such an integral role all season long on 3rd down. A lot of space. Holani quickly. That's how those balls get batted up in the air.
Now all of a sudden the Rams, with plenty of time, will get it back with 2 timeouts and rush the punt by Smith. Will go back to the flag.
Yeah, they went for the punt rush.
Momentum here in Seattle. That's the penalty right there. Might have saved the block punt, actually.
Definitely did, KB.
Kyron Williams up the gut to the 33 or the 30.
This is relatively conservative until you get to about the 50-yard line if you're the Rams.
Stafford far side.
Really tight coverage. Maybe that ball is slightly out in front of Poop.
3rd and 5. Pressure in Stafford's face. Taking a shot for Nakua. No, there's no. 3rd down. 4-man rush. Stafford time. Throws in today. And now Seahawks with all 3 timeouts. Get another shot. High kick from Evans. He has to. 4-man rush. Darnold near side. Good strong catch.
Decisive throw by Darnold. I was kind of interested in going in this drive. Will Kubiak take the governor off him a little bit and pass groupings they normally like? There's got to be more drop back and see if Darnold can make good decisions.
That time in the heavy. Pressure. Darnold launching deep.
Cam Curl, he just nods to the outside, then Curl kind of goes to the pylon. Then they are surgical. But Sam's played a great half thus far. 10 of 15.
Darnold underneath. Holani makes the catch. A little room to run. Makes a good move. And we got a flag. This play blown dead.
They feel like they have confidence going against, a very powerful defensive line.
Here's Darnold.
It's really hard for any defensive back to get a beat on what he's doing.
Darnold looking at him again. Some pressure though. Hit as he throws. Deep ball. Touchdown Seattle.
Pocket. Wait for that to develop. He comes out. Cooper Kupp takes the underneath part of the coverage. And in that case, none of the alerts came up. And that's how you can fair catch the ball in the end zone.
Well, here first half.
Pylon, everyone calls it something different. Tomato. In that case, lob it up to the end zone.
4 seconds.
Yeah, great point. I think the biggest problem with that is not the defensive. It's what happened on offside of 2 minutes. Is how do we make sure the other team doesn't touch it before the end of the half?
There's Rivers with 15 seconds. Stafford to throw it. Has some time over the middle. He goes to Tyler Higbee. The low decibels is pretty loud. And now Seattle's going to call their final timeout.
Yeah, they call
seconds ago, no timeouts. It's only a 3-man rush. Stafford.
Oh no.
Now is in trouble. On D for the first time tonight. So there's a run game for the Seahawks, and they get it to
Stafford. Finally, his message: we're right where we need to be, where we talked about being. We need to continue.
4-man rush. Darnold protected. Throws. Rifles to Smith and Jigba again. Fake pitch. Pressure on Darnold. In some deep trouble. Just gets
and rip the ball down the field like he's done today.
Here's a creative run to Walker. Penalty flag flies though, and Walker goes no.
Result of the play is 3rd down.
So I think people at home are like, why is Jackson Smith and Jigba open all the time? It's not.
Soft. There's no bullseye to hit with him.
Darnold, pressure again. Steps away, and he's sacked.
It's been a clear Achilles heel for this team. Getting kicks blocked. They fired the.
Darnold to throw. Back, hit, throws, end zone, caught! Wow.
But Bobo comes down with it.
The fumble recovery by Derek Young leads to the touchdown to Jay. Season, pretty big one in the NFC title game. Puts Seattle with their biggest lead at 24-13.
Hard middle of the end zone. Durant just kind of hung out to dry. If you're not going to get home on those pressures, there's by Darnold and a great job by Kubiak dialing that up.
Now it's Stafford's turn on play action. Float. I didn't have you singing Olivia Newton-John on the broadcast, but here we are. We're going to give it to decorum for a couple of
heavy groupings that the Rams do a great job keeping the Seahawks off balance with.
Stafford now lets her rip far sideline.
And that's why they brought Devontae Adams in. You get one high defense, one-on-one, you've got to win.
They go 3 tight ends again here. Stafford looking to throw. Floats one end zone. Adams is in.
And in pursuit. And then when you have an accurate, precise passer, all you need as a quarterback throughout the entire season has been magnificent.
Mevis, extra point up and good. And that is quite a return. Hello, Juice here in the Pacific Northwest.
A lot of offense today.
Let's go down to Aaron.
Well, be courageous in these moments. It's us versus everybody. This guy, what did he say? He told his team, I promise I'm...
Juice every day.
Here is George Holani who gets the carry, looking for a little something. He runs into Byron Young. Kenneth Walker got off to a hot start. Been held down together.
Not terrible, but 3rd and long is a tough place to overcome.
Darnold, time, wide open.
That's going to job still is finding spots in zone. Miscommunication, nobody out there, an easy throw and catch, just outflanked.
60 yards last week. Pick up a third and long. Here's Walker looking for a little seam.
Resetting the line of scrimmage completely. He's 7-8 yards into the defense before he gets touched. And now you get right back into the high volume of offense that you can run.
It's a long run of the day. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba in motion. They're going to throw it to him, as you said. It's a block and a good one. Smith and Jigba down to the 20.
You take place on this block screen, and who better to do it than one of the most unselfish receivers, Cup.
Darnold playing maybe the game of his life so far tonight. Quick throw outside. That time just a little too far in front. It was
to his offensive line. Done a great job.
They're down here over the middle. Cooper Cup. It's in.
Darnold kind of looks to the left, opens up that voided zone a little bit. See the eyes get wide open when you see accuracy. Another great play by Darnold in the biggest game of his career.
Cup against the Seahawks answer back. Now it's Stafford's turn. Back and forth we go from Seattle.
Everyone is so valuable, and we love you all. Great job, and congrats on your retirement.
Seattle, big time answer.
It was like 200 yards. I said that earlier in the game, the way this defense is playing.
Stafford going to go deep to Davante Adams.
Against one high defenses like that, but it's hard to complete it.
Here's Stafford going quick, far side. Parkinson.
Running outside breaking routes like Davante had on that previous play. I liked my receiver to get outside, at least acute. Hopefully they can get back out there.
Play action. Stafford protected. There's a flag, though. This may be a hold. Here's Williams, who...
Man coverage, good opportunity here. Moments, that's costly.
Now we'll see if they can make him pay. Stafford, low up, going deep. Nakua!
Slight bubble. Unbelievable.
Play 6 for the Rams. Now a short kick returnable for Shaheed. Not sure they wanted that. And they cover it well that time, though.
Matters until the game's over. That's why they're all important.
Here is Shaheed on the end around. Gets away from one round. Here's Darnold. Pressure in his face. Runs away from Desjuan Johnson to replace Turner. And he throws it away. So Desjuan Johnson. Blitz coming. Darnold sees it. Gets rid of it. Complete. Walker. I think he got it.
Wow, just a little outcut. Man-to-man coverage on Curl. And great effort knowing where it is. Curl's got him inside leverage, so of course the outside breaking routes are where you want to throw it, and it's just too much separation. If you're the safety, you got to...
Clock in 1. Get it off. Darnold. Just dumps it in.
It's a game in the explosive pass days they've given up.
Start with the run to Quorum on the outside, who gets a nice little hit. Is in for a linebacker. On first down, another play action. Stafford looking deep. Load that. Definitely worked. And then this, the mistake by Warner. It was a 4th and 12 to 20. So they go right up top to...
He was, and he's doing the same thing as a coach.
Stafford can't find anyway. Comes in. Coral. Flag flies far into the field, and he goes in this position. So 1st and 5 after the penalty. Stafford looks to the screen. It's not there. Play. Stafford over the middle again. Nakua in traffic. Stymied at the 7. 4th down. Stafford looking, throwing is in.
9 in coverage. And when you have 9 in coverage, well, they're going to...
14-play, 84-yard drive, 7.5 minutes and nothing. And now the Seahawks 451 away from a...
Very aggressive offensively with some runs and play-action pass.
Like this, Darnold, back pressure, throws near side.
Comes in high, you make him miss. Then Landman comes in high, he makes him miss. Gave all that air on that football, gave Lake a chance to come underneath it. Lake got turned around. That ball's just in the air for weight.
3rd and 8, big play, obviously. And now we get a whistle. I think Seattle's going to call a timeout.
Such a well-played game on both sides of the ball.
Trying to finish it here, and that is not going to get it done. His
preferred plays where he blocked the defensive tackles. Those didn't work out very well for me either, Sam. Don't worry. You're not. But if you're thinking 6 or 7 seconds of play, even if the ball gets out of bounds, you got realistic. down the field and out of bounds. That's what would kill him.
Stafford zips it. This play is blown dead. Seattle will call their final timeout. Desperation for Stafford. 8 seconds left. Loading up near side. They are